All right, so we already talked about these inverse trig functions and how they work, how they're defined, what their range restrictions are, and we were doing everything without a calculator, using just the unit circle and getting exact angles or angles that are on the unit circle that are these special angles. So what if we have to get approximations? What if we have to use a calculator? So make sure you can do that as well. So just do a few of these questions here. Make sure you know where these things are at on your calculator. If I have to calculate arc sine of 0.45, you won't see an arc sine button. Arc sine is the same exact thing as sine inverse. So instead of sine, we hit second sine inverse button of 0.45, and that will tell me, depending on if I'm in degree mode or radian mode. In this case, I'm in degree mode. It'll say, all right, if my y value, my sine value is 0.45 on the unit circle, what is my angle? And that's about 26.7 degrees. Arc cosine, right? That's the same thing as inverse cosine, negative 0.7. That again would be like saying on the circle, if you think about where is my x value, negative 0.7 on the unit circle, where is that about? What angle? Of course, there's two different locations where that's true. But in this case, we're going to give the second quadrant answer, which is 134.43 degrees. We'd have to round these. Arc tangent of 15, right? That would be like saying, so inverse tangent right here of 15. That would be like saying which angle has a tangent of 15, or which angle has a slope of 15. So imagine going up 15 over 1, right? It's going to be a really, really steep slope, almost 90, right? But not quite. So that'd be 86.19 about. You could see problems that just say cosine inverse. That's kind of the typical way that you'll see it. So cosine inverse 0.26. You know, think about your x value being 0.26. What angle are you going to have there? Well, that's going to be about 74.93 degrees. So if you have to make approximations of these, this is where you have to use a calculator if you're not given something that you know is on the unit circle. Right? So make sure you know where those buttons are, make sure you know how to use it. And that's all for using your calculator with inverse trig functions.